Hey Joe, it's Folks here. In today's video, I have a super cool print-on-demand product that I want to show you. It's one that most people don't even know exists, and the best part is it sells for over $150. In the video today, I will be reviewing a sample from the print-on-demand supplier. We will break down the quality of the product, and I will give you some amazing design ideas that you can try with it. Obviously, if you want to see some of the other print-on-demand products that I have reviewed, make sure to check out some of the other videos here on my channel, and if you want some help actually building out your print-on-demand store, make sure to check out my course. Inside, there's over 30 step-by-step videos showing you the process to actually build out your own print-on-demand store, and the best part is it is completely free. There is a link down in the description. Go and check it out. Now, obviously, with a print-on-demand store, your profit margins are super important, meaning you want to make sure you are selling a print-on-demand product that is profitable. If you are selling something that is low profit, like a t-shirt or a mug, you're probably going to be doing a lot of work on your store for not a lot of reward. Basically what I'm saying is if you ever want to make $1,000, for example, in profit, you're going to need 200 sales to achieve that with a low profit item where you're profiting like $5 or something. In my opinion, it would be much better to choose print-on-demand products that make you more profits, and that way you don't have to make as many sales to actually make a decent profit from your store. And that is why here on my channel I try to show you some amazing print-on-demand products that you can sell that make you more money. If you do get value out of these videos, make sure to drop a like. They do take a little while to put together. And like I said, I am trying my best here to show you some of the print-on-demand products that I have had success with, as well as others that are just coming out that I want you to see. And like I said, today I want to show you something that is super profitable. It's actually right behind me here. This here is a print-on-demand suitcase. As we go through the video today, we are going to break down the quality of this item. We will open it up. We'll take a look at the inside of it. It even has a nice combination lock right here. Your design covers the entire front right here. We'll take a look at it in the video today. But first, what I want to do is give you some design ideas to actually try with this product. The goal of me doing this is to sort of give you some ideas, obviously, but also to give you some tips on how I think you should go about selling this item. Obviously, a suitcase is one of those things that people don't often buy. A lot of us, we either have a suitcase that we've had for years, or we just have no use for a suitcase at all. Maybe we don't travel. So basically, when you are targeting this type of a product, you want to keep that in mind. Obviously, we want to think about what type of design would someone actually want on a suitcase. Maybe we want to choose something that sort of identifies who they are as a person, so that way when they are looking for their suitcase at the baggage claim at the airport, they can actually find it. And also, it will have some flair of their personality on it. So one idea I had was something like this, and I'm not saying that you have to do Nashville, but I'm saying maybe you could make suitcases for different cities where wherever the person is from, they can basically get a city design on their suitcase. I think this could be a great idea. If you are from a city and you are really proud of that city, this could be a great option for a design, and I think it could do quite well. Something like this here could be done by really any designer. Basically, what you need is a city skyline, the name of the city, perhaps the outline of the state could be included as well, and overall it's a relatively simple design for someone to actually do. Another idea that has to do with cities is something about the sports teams of the city. You can see this here. It spells L-O-V-E, love, but each letter is written with the colors of the teams from that city. The L is the Philadelphia Flyers. The O is the Philadelphia 76ers. The V, I actually don't know what that is. And then the E is the Philadelphia Eagles. Maybe the V is the Philadelphia Phillies, the baseball team. I'm not 100% sure, but this is a really cool design because the person that is buying it is going to be using it to sort of represent where they're from in a subliminal way, as well as being able to support the teams that they love. Obviously, if you're creating a sports themed design, you want to make sure not to use any team names or logos or player names or anything like that. But what you could do is use the team colors in a way that sort of subliminally gets at the point of the team that it is representing. Another way to represent who someone is to focus on their zodiac sign, and that's exactly what this idea is about. Here we have an example of a canvas for someone who is a Scorpio. Now, obviously, there are lots of different zodiac signs. You don't just have to do Scorpio. You could create designs for people that are Tauruses or Sagittariuses or Geminis or whatever sign you want, and you could create a really cool suitcase for someone who is really passionate about their zodiac sign. And obviously, we could do something like this here as well. This store does a tremendous job at taking photos of people's babies or even their pets and putting them on socks. We could do this with a suitcase, where you could have someone with their suitcase having their face on the suitcase, or someone else's face, or their dog's face, or something like that. There's a lot of people that I think could get a kick out of that, especially if they travel a lot. And lastly, just like with a city, you could also focus on countries, right? Or someone's ethnic background, or something about their culture that you can showcase in a design. What you have here is an example of an Ireland-themed canvas for the wall. You could do something like this for a suitcase as well, and you could basically do this with any ethnicity, any country, or any cultural background to allow someone to create a suitcase that represents where they're from, and that could be a super cool thing. So I don't travel a lot, so I don't have a ton of experience with like high-end luggage or anything like that, but this suitcase feels nice. I gotta be honest, it's hard plastic on the outside. It feels durable. There's, nothing that feels cheap about it. When we take a look at the supplier, we'll break down the pricing options of this. It actually comes in a few different sizes as well. But in general, this is pretty nice. What we're gonna start with here is the print quality on the suitcase. Now, your design goes right here. Everything you're seeing here is your printed design. This was a design that was sent to me by the print-on-demand supplier. You might be able to tell who the supplier is based on this logo here. They included their logo as well as the POD Ninjas logo here on the design for me. Now, basically, this design is pretty crisp. You can see if I get close to this here, I know that the light is reflecting a whole bunch off the ceiling here, but your design kind of goes behind this hard plastic that is on here. Your design is printed on what appears to be some sort of a nylon material, and overall, it is coming through pretty nice. You can see that the red is solid, the white is solid. Sometimes if you are printing colors like that, you might be able to see through it a little bit, but they did a nice job here making the design super crisp. You have a full canvas here, a lot of space to do really unique design, and like the design ideas I showed you, I think you could do something pretty cool. Now let's talk features of the suitcase. Now in terms of the wheels, this is one of those suitcases that you can move in any direction, which is awesome. I love suitcases like this. When I do travel, they are super easy to push around the airport. In terms of the handles, we have one up here on the top, we have another one here on the side, so pretty traditional in terms of the handles. It does have a security lock, does come with some instructions on how someone can actually set that. There is also a key for it as well, so that's pretty neat. It is a security enabled suitcase here. It does have an extendable handle here on the back, typical suitcase in terms of that. This handle, is made of metal. It does feel quite nice. This handle up here is a hard plastic with a plastic button on the top. So that is the outside. Let's take a look at the inside. Inside, again, not too many surprises here. It opens up. On the inside, you can see both on the left and on the right, you have this storage compartment here, which is quite nice for, things like socks or toiletries and stuff like that. Every time I pack my suitcase, I always put stuff like that in these items here. Down below, after you remove these clips here, you are able to treat this, like your regular suitcase here. I never noticed this before. I don't really know what that is. Looks like you can take the entire wrapping off if you want. I don't know that I've ever seen that before, but we'll just continue on with the review. Not sure what's up with that. Over here, same thing. There's two clips here on the side that you can detach, and you can treat this, as another storage compartment over here. So pretty typical on the inside. In terms of, the quality of this stuff, I think this stuff feels pretty typical. These zippers are made of metal. This mesh here doesn't feel flimsy. It doesn't feel low quality. I don't really know what a high quality mesh would feel like, but to me, this does feel nice. So I don't think from a quality perspective, there's any real issues here with the product. So the supplier for this product is actually Printify. You can find them right inside of their app if you just search for suitcases. It does come in 3 different sizes, and they have some nice mock-ups here for you to be able to start trying to sell them. You can see that these mock-ups here, clearly represent the product. It shows the zippers, the lock, the inside, the outside. They also have a nice lifestyle mock-up here for you with a product that sort of looks like it's in the airport. Now, in terms of the product description, they talk about some of the things that I talked about, the inner pockets, the handle, the wheels that go in 360 degrees, has a built-in lock. That's basically, what we talked about here. This is going to be available from a supplier called Personalized Luggage inside of the Printify app. In terms of the pricing of this item, there are 3 different sizes for this. They have a small, a medium, and a large. If we scroll down here, they they have some information about the sizing of the different options. The one that I showed you is the small size, which comes in at 22 inches. I don't know why they call it the height. Typically, I would think that's the width, but I guess if it's standing up, that would be the height. So in terms of the pricing of this item, if you have a Printify Premium account, it's going to start at $100, which is going to mean that you're going to have to price this product at a decent amount to actually profit on it. Obviously, that is for the small size. If you are choosing a larger size, you're going to be obviously paying more, like I showed you earlier. A simple Etsy search shows one seller here selling the product for $199. I don't know if they're actually selling it at this level, but this is a common price that I have seen through my research for this item. I also found this item here, which is being priced at the same price. If we scroll down, you can see some related items here in the You May Also Like section, and we're seeing lots of different suitcases that are sort of around this price point of almost $200, some of them under $200. We see $183 here, $183 there, $219 there. So in general, this is a profitable product if you're able to sell it. Obviously, a suitcase is a high perceived value, right? There's a lot of perceived value with this item. People are willing to spend a little bit on a suitcase. I think ultimately, if you are going to sell this though, you got to do more than, just put sunflowers on it, right? I think if you're really trying to sell a suitcase that is a little bit expensive, I think you're going to need to do more than just sunflowers. I think you're going to want to do something like I talked about with the design idea portion of this video, where you're actually creating a design that allows someone to showcase something about themselves, whether it's a sports team, their zodiac sign, where they're from, or even their face or someone else's face on it is a good idea in my opinion. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Is this product something that you may want to sell on your store? Yes or no? Is it something you're currently trying to sell? Or in general, if you just have any questions about it, please let me know. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next video.